Good morning, everyone. What an honor to stand before you today as we explore a powerful principle, the importance of waking up positive. Each morning we are presented with a gift, an opportunity to shape the course of our day. And what we need to understand is that the beginning of our day holds incredible power. How we start determines how we will experience what follows. Now, here's the truth. We all wake up, but not all of us wake up with purpose. The moment we open our eyes, we have the power to decide, are we going to let the circumstances of life dictate how we feel, or will we choose to rise above with purpose and positivity? You have a choice every morning. It's a choice to wake up grateful or to wake up complaining. It's a choice to focus on the possibilities ahead or to be bogged down by yesterday's failures. But let me tell you, the choice is yours. Gratitude is the key. It is the foundation of a positive mindset. Before you even get out of bed, take a moment to thank life for another chance. Gratitude shifts your perspective. It shifts your heart. When you wake up thankful, you open your heart to receive all the goodness, the day. But it's not just about feeling thankful, it's about being intentional. The first few moments after you wake up are sacred. They set the tone for everything that will follow. So use that time wisely. Do not allow negativity to crowd your mind. If negative thoughts come, recognize them for what they are: distractions. Don't give them the power to control your day. You are the master of your thoughts. You have the ability to change your internal dialogue. Replace the I can't with I will. Replace the doubts with confidence. Affirm to yourself, I am capable. I am worthy. I am prepared for success. But don't just think it, visualize it. See your success in your mind before it happens. Imagine how you will face the challenges of the day with a smile, with resilience, and with a can-do attitude. In life, problems will come. They are inevitable. But your attitude towards them is a choice. A positive mindset focuses on solutions, not problems. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every setback is a lesson that leads to progress. When you wake up with that understanding, you're not shaken by obstacles. You are. Let me remind you of this. Optimism is not just a mood, it's a lifestyle. When you choose positivity, you radiate it. You become a beacon of light in a world that sometimes seems full of darkness. And here's the beautiful thing. Your optimism is contagious. When you wake up positive, you uplift those around you. Your energy fuels others. And together we create an environment where greatness thrives. So as you wake up today, wake up with purpose. Wake up knowing that today holds a promise for something incredible. Align your thoughts, your actions, and your energy with that purpose, and watch how the universe begins to align with you. Remember, you are not here by accident. You have a unique purpose, a unique destiny, and every day is a chance to live out that purpose to its fullest. So, wake up positive, step into your power, and make today a day to remember. Our mindset is the lens through which we view the world, and it influences everything we experience. It determines how we respond to situations, how we approach challenges, and how we interact with others. The power of mindset is often underestimated, but it's one of the most crucial factors in shaping the course of our lives. When we wake up in the morning, we are given the opportunity to set the tone for the rest of the day. The thoughts we choose to entertain And the attitudes we decide to adopt in those early moments will guide us throughout the entire day. If we start with a mindset of gratitude, anticipation, and possibility, we are far more likely to attract those qualities into our lives. On the other hand, if we wake up with a negative or defeatist mindset, we allow ourselves to be trapped by our circumstances before the day has even begun. The beauty of mindset is that it is completely within our control. No matter where we are or what we're facing, we have the power to choose how we think about it. Life doesn't happen to us, it happens through us. Our minds are not just receivers of life's events, they're also powerful creators, shaping our reality based on what we believe and focus on. When we believe that something is possible, we create the energy to make it happen. Conversely, if we believe something is impossible, we create the barriers that prevent us from even trying. It's not always easy to maintain a positive mindset, especially when things don't go as planned or when we face difficulties. But the key is in how we respond. The person with a positive mindset doesn't ignore the struggles or pretend they don't exist. Instead, they view challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. They understand that setbacks are part of the journey and that the real test lies in how we choose to rise from them. The positive mindset keeps us moving forward even in the face of adversity because it shifts our focus away from what's wrong and redirects it toward what can be learned and accomplished. Mindset is also powerful in terms of how we perceive ourselves. If we wake up every day with the belief that we are capable of achieving great things, we are more likely to take the actions that lead to success. The confidence to pursue our goals, the courage to face fear, and the resilience to keep going all stem from the way we view our own potential. Our mindset doesn't just determine how we experience our day, it determines how we experience our lives. A positive mindset isn't about ignoring the challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see the possibilities and the opportunities that are present, even in the most difficult of circumstances. It's about knowing that no matter what happens, we have the ability to rise above it and create a life that reflects our greatest potential. The power of choice is one of the most profound gifts we have as human beings. Every single day we are faced with decisions, big and small, that shape our lives and our futures. What we often fail to realize, however, is that in each of those moments, we have the power to choose how we respond to the circumstances around us. We are not merely passive observers in life's unfolding narrative. We are active participants, co-authors of the story that we write each day. When we wake up in the morning, we are presented with an opportunity to choose. We choose our thoughts, our attitudes, and the energy we bring into the world. About a chancel that when seen that video. Shim's right there in the whole recorded history. It's that energy we bring into the world. It's easy to get caught up in the idea that many nations do not have energy. But there is a difference. This is the fourth book I've written. We can choose to embrace the day with optimism, or we can let the weight of yesterday's failures or fears cloud our perspective. We can choose to focus on the things we're grateful for, or we can let negative thoughts control our mindset. Choice is not just about the big decisions like career paths or relationships. It's in the small everyday choices that we make. The way we start our mornings, the way we approach our work, how we treat those around us. These are all choices. And these choices accumulate over time to create the life we experience. The reality is that the quality of our lives is determined by the quality of the decisions we make day after day. One of the most empowering aspects of choice is that it gives us the ability to take control of our circumstances. Life may not always unfold the way we want it to, and we cannot always control the events that come our way, but we always have the power to choose how we react. If we find ourselves facing adversity, we have the choice to either let it defeat us or to rise above it. If we encounter challenges, we can choose to view them as insurmountable obstacles or as stepping stones toward growth. This shift in perspective is entirely within our control, and it can change everything. The power of choice also lies in the fact that it allows us to align our actions with our values and vision for the future. Every choice we make has the potential to move us closer to our goals or take us further away from them. If we choose actions that are in harmony with our purpose, we are more likely to create a life that reflects our true desires. But if we make choices that are driven by fear, insecurity, or a lack of direction, we risk drifting away from the path that leads to fulfillment. In every moment, we are being called to make choices that reflect the best version of ourselves. It's not always easy, and it requires conscious effort, but the beauty of choice is that it's always available to us. When we begin to recognize the power of choice, we take back control of our lives. We stop seeing ourselves as victims of circumstance and start seeing ourselves as creators, capable of shaping our reality. The power of choice is a reminder that we are not passive participants in our own lives. We are the ones who define the direction we go, and with each decision, we have the chance to move closer to the life we truly desire. Starting with gratitude is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to transform our day and ultimately our lives. Gratitude is not just a feeling or a fleeting emotion. It's a powerful practice, a mindset that has the ability to shift our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in our lives. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of our daily routines, to focus on what isn't going right or what still needs to be done. But when we begin our day with gratitude, we are consciously choosing to focus on the positive aspects of our lives, no matter how small they may seem. When we wake up and take a moment to appreciate the blessings we have, our health, our family, the roof over our heads, the opportunities before us, we are setting a tone for the day that invites more of that same positivity and abundance into our lives. Gratitude shifts our mindset in a way that allows us to approach the day with a sense of peace, contentment, and optimism. It grounds us in the present moment, helping us to avoid worrying about what went wrong in the past or what might go wrong in the future. Instead, we begin with the awareness that right now, in this moment, we have enough. Gratitude is an act of mindfulness. It's a practice of being fully present and acknowledging what we have in this moment. Often we take for granted the things that truly matter: our ability to breathe, the love of those around us, the simple fact that we woke up today. But when we cultivate a grateful heart, we learn to see these things as gifts, not as givens. We start to notice the beauty in everyday moments, the things that may have once seemed insignificant. And we realize that gratitude is not just about grand achievements or big milestones. It's about appreciating the ordinary, the everyday, the small moments that make up our lives. The act of starting with gratitude also has a ripple effect. When we choose to begin our day by focusing on what we're thankful for, we are more likely to radiate positivity and attract more things to be grateful for. Our mindset shifts from one of scarcity and lack to one of abundance and possibility. We open ourselves up to opportunities and blessings that we may have otherwise overlooked. Gratitude has a way of expanding our perspective and showing us that there is more than enough good in the world to go around. Starting with gratitude also empowers us to navigate the challenges of the day with a greater sense of resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and we will inevitably face moments of difficulty or frustration. But when we begin our day with a heart full of gratitude, we carry a sense of inner strength that helps us stay grounded even in the midst of adversity. Instead of allowing challenges to define us or rob us of our joy, gratitude allows us to see them as part of the process. Temporary hurdles that will pass, not permanent roadblocks. By beginning each day with gratitude, we are choosing to align ourselves with positivity and possibility. It doesn't mean that everything in our lives is perfect or that we won't face challenges. But it does mean that we are consciously deciding to focus on what's right, what's good, and what's worth celebrating. Gratitude is the foundation upon which we can build a life of. It allows us to show up in the world with an open heart and a clear mind, ready to receive whatever blessings the day has to offer. The morning holds an incredible amount of energy and potential. Yet how we choose to harness that energy can make all the difference in how we experience the rest of our day. The first few moments after we wake up are crucial. This is when our minds are most impressionable, and how we spend this time shapes the direction of our thoughts, emotions, and actions for the hours to come. There is a certain magic in the morning, a fresh slate, a new beginning that is filled with possibilities. How we choose to use that time determines whether we tap into that potential or let it slip away unnoticed. When we wake up, we are gifted with a moment of stillness before the world gets busy. The energy of the morning is like a blank canvas waiting for us to paint it with intention. This is the time to ground ourselves, to establish a sense of purpose and focus before the distractions and demands of the day start pulling at us. It's easy to rush into the day without a second thought, but when we take those first few minutes to center ourselves, we set the tone for everything that follows. One powerful way to harness the energy of the morning is to develop a routine that aligns with our goals and values. The activities we choose to engage in right after waking up create a foundation for the day ahead. Whether it's spending a few moments in quiet reflection, practicing mindfulness, or engaging in physical activity, these rituals help us start the day with intention and clarity. Even simple acts like drinking a glass of water, stretching, or journaling can have a profound impact on our mindset and energy levels. These small actions send a message to our subconscious that we are in control, that we are prepared to face whatever the day holds with strength and focus. The morning also offers an opportunity to cultivate a positive, empowering mindset. It's all too easy to wake up with a lingering sense of fatigue, stress, or anxiety, especially if we didn't sleep well or if we have a busy day ahead. However, we can counteract this by choosing to focus on positive thoughts. We can affirm to ourselves that today will be a day of growth, opportunity, and progress. We can take a few moments to express gratitude for the simple gift of waking up, for the chance to begin anew, and for the blessings that already surround us. By doing so, we align ourselves with the energy of possibility and optimism, which carries us through the day. Another key aspect of harnessing the energy of the morning is being intentional with how we direct our focus. The morning can be easily consumed by distractions, checking our phones, worrying about tasks or obligations, or getting lost in negative thoughts. But if we consciously choose to prioritize our most important goals and focus on what truly matters, we can channel that morning energy into something meaningful. Setting clear intentions for the day ahead, even before we get out of bed, can make all the difference. When we are clear about what we want to achieve, we direct our energy toward those goals, creating momentum that carries us forward. The way we move through the morning also impacts how we move through the rest of the day. When we start the morning with energy and purpose, it becomes easier to maintain that momentum throughout the day. On the other hand, if we wake up and immediately feel rushed, overwhelmed, or disorganized, we risk carrying that energy into every interaction and decision we make. The morning is a time to set a foundation of calm, focus, and clarity, which allows us to approach the rest of the day with greater ease and effectiveness. Harnessing the energy of the morning is about more than just physical energy. It's about mental and emotional energy as well. The morning sets the emotional tone for the day. If we wake up with a sense of dread or fear, we are more likely to approach the day with negativity. But if we wake up with a sense of optimism, curiosity, and excitement, we create an emotional state that is open and receptive to the good things that are coming our way. When we consciously choose to fuel ourselves with positive emotions in the morning, we open ourselves up to new experiences and greater joy throughout the day. The energy of the morning is a precious resource, and when we learn to harness it, we unlock our potential to create a day, a week, and a life filled with purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. It's about taking the time to nurture ourselves, to focus on what matters, and to set our intentions high. When we embrace the morning as an opportunity for growth and intentional action, we empower ourselves to make the most of every moment that follows. Negative thoughts are a natural part of the human experience, but they don't have to define us or control our lives. In fact, how we respond to these thoughts determines whether they hold power over us or whether we are able to rise above them. It's easy to let negative thoughts take root, especially when we're stressed, tired, or facing challenges. They can creep into our minds, whispering doubts, fears, and insecurities. But just because a negative thought arises doesn't mean we need to entertain it or let it dictate our actions. The first step in overcoming negative thoughts is to recognize them for what they are. Just thoughts, not truths. We are not our thoughts. We are the observers of them. Negative thoughts may appear, but they don't have to stay. They often come from fear, past experiences, or societal conditioning, and while they may feel real in the moment, they are not always accurate reflections of reality. Understanding this is the key to not letting them control us. Once we recognize that a negative thought has entered our mind, we have the choice to either engage with it or let it go. Often we unconsciously latch on to these thoughts, giving them more attention and energy than they deserve. The more we focus on them, the stronger they become. But by simply acknowledging that the thought exists and choosing not to entertain it, we take away its power. We don't need to fight against it or push it away forcefully. We just need to shift our focus to something more positive, something that aligns with our goals and values. Another important aspect of overcoming negative thoughts is changing the way we talk to ourselves. Our inner dialogue plays a huge role in how we experience life. If we constantly tell ourselves that we're not good enough, that we'll never succeed, or that we're incapable of handling challenges, we are reinforcing the very beliefs that hold us back. The key is to shift our internal narrative. Instead of focusing on the negative, we can choose to speak to ourselves with kindness, encouragement, and compassion. Affirmations can be a powerful tool in this process. By repeating positive statements about ourselves and our abilities, we begin to reprogram our minds, replacing self-doubt with self-belief. Visualization is another effective technique for overcoming negative thoughts. When negative thoughts arise, we can counter them by visualizing a positive outcome or focusing on a memory where we succeeded or overcame a challenge. By imagining ourselves succeeding, handling difficulties with ease, or achieving our goals, we create a mental image that supports the positive narrative we want to live. Visualization helps train our minds to focus on what's possible rather than what's fearful or uncertain. It's also important to remember that negative thoughts are often a result of the way we view a situation. Our perception can greatly influence how we feel. For example, if we view a challenge as an insurmountable obstacle, we are more likely to feel defeated before we even try. But if we shift our perspective and see that challenge as an opportunity to learn and grow, we can face it with a sense of possibility and courage. Changing our perception of situations is one of the most powerful ways to overcome negative thoughts. When we choose to view life through a lens of optimism and opportunity, negative thoughts have less room to take hold. One of the most effective ways to overcome negative thoughts is to focus on gratitude. When we start to feel overwhelmed by negativity, taking a moment to reflect on the things we're grateful for shifts our mindset. Gratitude acts as a powerful antidote to negativity because it forces us to focus on what's good in our lives. The more we focus on the positive, the less space there is for negative thoughts to occupy. It's not about ignoring the challenges we face, but about choosing to acknowledge the good that exists alongside them. Overcoming negative thoughts requires practice and patience. Negative thinking is a habit, and like any habit, it takes time to change. We won't always be able to eliminate negative thoughts immediately, and that's okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. With consistent effort, we can train our minds to default to a more positive, constructive way of thinking. Over time, we begin to recognize when negative thoughts arise, and we learn to redirect them with more empowering thoughts and beliefs. By practicing awareness, shifting our perspective and choosing positivity, we can overcome the grip of negative thoughts. It's about making a conscious decision every day to rise above the negativity and focus on what will help us move forward. Negative thoughts will come, but they don't have to define us. We have the power to choose how we respond, and with time and effort, we can cultivate a mindset that allows us to overcome negativity and create a life full of possibility, peace, and success. Affirmations are not just words we repeat to ourselves. They are powerful tools that shape our reality and influence our mindset. The mind is incredibly receptive, and the thoughts we consistently focus on have the power to shape our beliefs, actions, and ultimately the outcomes we experience. Affirmations work because they tap into this power of the mind. When we speak positive, affirming statements about ourselves, we begin to reprogram our subconscious, shifting our focus from what we fear or doubt to what we believe is possible. The power of affirmations lies in their ability to create a shift in perspective. We all have a story we tell ourselves, the narrative about who we are, what we are capable of, and what we deserve. Often this story is shaped by past experiences, societal expectations, or limiting beliefs that we've absorbed over time. However, affirmations allow us to take control of that narrative by consciously choosing words that reflect our highest potential. We begin to replace old, outdated beliefs with new ones that empower us and elevate our self-image. When we use affirmations, we are engaging in an act of self-empowerment. The words we speak become a declaration of our intentions and desires. Whether it's affirming our worth, our ability to succeed, or our capacity to overcome challenges. Affirmations help reinforce the belief that we are capable of creating the life we want. They remind us that we have control over our thoughts, our attitudes, and our choices. By consistently affirming positive beliefs, we begin to internalize those beliefs and start acting in ways that align with them. For example, when we tell ourselves, I am confident and capable, we begin to take actions that reflect confidence. opening doors to new opportunities and experiences. One of the most powerful aspects of affirmations is that they have the ability to influence our emotional state. How we feel about ourselves plays a significant role in how we show up in the world. If we wake up feeling inadequate or doubtful, it's easy to get caught in a negative spiral. However, when we start the day with positive affirmations, we are setting the emotional tone for everything that follows. Affirmations can lift our spirits, boost our confidence, and help us approach challenges with a sense of strength and resilience. The more we speak affirmations with conviction and belief, the more we begin to embody the qualities we affirm. Affirmations also help us stay focused on our goals and desires. It's easy to get distracted or discouraged, especially when we face obstacles or setbacks. But when we have a set of affirmations that remind us of our purpose, our worth, and our capabilities, we stay aligned with our highest vision. Affirmations serve as a gentle reminder to keep moving forward, even when the road gets tough. They act as a compass, guiding us back to our center when we feel lost or uncertain. What makes affirmations so powerful is that they are not passive, they require action. Affirming something doesn't mean simply wishing for it to come true. It means acknowledging that we have the power to make it happen, and then taking aligned action. When we affirm that we are worthy of success, for example, we start taking steps toward achieving that success, whether it's through building skills, taking risks, or seeking out opportunities. Affirmations work in tandem with our efforts, fueling our motivation and helping us stay committed to our goals. Affirmations can serve as a form of self-compassion. We all face moments of doubt, fear, and insecurity, but affirmations provide a loving reminder that we are deserving of all the good things life has to offer. They encourage us to speak to ourselves with the same kindness, encouragement, and support that we would offer to a friend. In moments when we feel overwhelmed or uncertain, affirmations can be a comforting voice, reminding us that we are capable, worthy, and enough as we are. In addition, affirmations are most effective when they are rooted in present tense, because the present is where our power lies. Instead of saying, "I will be confident," or "I will succeed," we shift to saying, "I am confident," or "I am successful." By speaking in the present tense, we affirm that what we desire is already within us and available to us right now. This small shift in language helps to reinforce the belief that the future we envision is not distant or unattainable. It is already unfolding in our lives, one step at a time. The beauty of affirmations is that they are completely customizable to our needs and desires. We can create affirmations that speak to our deepest goals, our highest potential, and our most authentic self. Whether it's for personal growth, career success, or building stronger relationships, affirmations can be tailored to align with our unique aspirations. They act as a constant reminder that we are in charge of our narrative, that we have the ability to shape our lives according to our dreams and values. Affirmations are about more than just repeating words. They are about aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the highest vision of who we are and what we want to achieve. When we embrace the power of affirmations, we activate a force within us that propels us toward our goals, shifts our mindset, and reinforces the truth that we are capable of creating a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. And then cause affirmations that confirm our actions and our tendencies, that reaffirm our actions and our tendencies. This is a universal law of reality. Affirmations become real when faced with challenges or obstacles. It's all too easy to focus on the problem. We dwell on what went wrong, what could have been different, or what we should have done. The problem becomes the focal point, taking up our energy and attention and often leading to feelings of frustration, helplessness, or defeat. However, focusing on the problem rarely brings us closer to a solution. In fact, it can keep us stuck, cycling through negative thoughts and emotions that prevent us from moving forward. The key to overcoming challenges lies in shifting our focus from the problem itself to the solutions that are available to us. When we focus on solutions, we begin to adopt a mindset that is both proactive and empowering. Rather than getting bogged down in what's wrong, we start asking ourselves, what can I do to improve this situation? What options do I have? What is the next step? Shifting our focus towards solutions is about seeing the opportunity within the challenge. Every obstacle is an invitation to grow, to think creatively, and to find new ways of moving forward. Problems are inevitable, but how we choose to approach them is entirely up to us. One of the first steps in focusing on solutions is to reframe the problem. Instead of seeing it as a roadblock, we can view it as a temporary setback or an opportunity for growth. When we change our perception, we begin to see possibilities instead of limitations. For example, if we're facing a financial setback, instead of fixating on the scarcity, we can focus on the potential solutions. Whether it's cutting costs, seeking additional income, or reevaluating our spending habits. By reframing the issue, we shift our energy from worry and frustration to empowerment and action. Focusing on solutions also requires a shift in language. The way we talk about a problem influences how we think about it. When we describe a situation as impossible or hopeless, we are reinforcing the belief that no solution exists. But when we frame it as a challenge or opportunity, we open the door to possibility. The language we use has a direct impact on our mindset, and adopting a language of possibility helps us move towards solutions with clarity and confidence. Taking action is another essential part of focusing on solutions. When we're caught in a cycle of negative thinking, it can feel paralyzing, and we might convince ourselves that there's nothing we can do to change a situation. But action, even small steps, is the antidote to stagnation. When we focus on solutions, we begin to break down the problem into manageable pieces, identifying steps we can take right now to improve the situation. By taking action, we not only move closer to the solution, but also build momentum and confidence along the way. Each action, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. Another key element of focusing on solutions is creativity. Often, when we're fixated on a problem, we become tunnel-visioned, seeing only one way out. However, focusing on solutions requires us to tap into our creativity, to think outside the box, and to consider multiple approaches. We can ask ourselves, what if there's a way I haven't thought of yet? What else can I try? Creativity allows us to explore new avenues and find solutions that may not have been immediately apparent. Equally important is the willingness to ask for help. Sometimes, the best solution is found through collaboration. We don't have to solve every problem on our own. By reaching out to others, whether it's friends, family, mentors, or colleagues, we gain new perspectives and ideas that can lead to creative solutions. It's not a sign of weakness to seek support. In fact, it can be a sign of strength and wisdom, knowing when to lean on others for guidance and wisdom. Focusing on solutions also involves cultivating patience and resilience. Not every solution will appear immediately, and not every action will yield instant results. There will be moments when progress feels slow, or when we encounter setbacks along the way. But by maintaining a solution-focused mindset, we remain open to the idea that things will improve, and we can continue adjusting our approach until we find what works. Patience is key because solutions don't always come in the way or time frame we expect. But as long as we remain solution-focused, we trust that progress is being made, even if it's not immediately visible. Focusing on solutions requires self-belief. If we don't believe that we can find a solution or that we are capable of overcoming the challenge, we limit ourselves before we even begin. Self-doubt can cloud our ability to think clearly and take action. But by reminding ourselves that we have the skills, resources, and resilience to find solutions, we empower ourselves to keep moving forward. The belief in our ability to solve problems is one of the most powerful tools we have in overcoming any challenge. By shifting our focus from problems to solutions, we open ourselves up to growth, creativity, and progress. We stop seeing obstacles as permanent roadblocks and start viewing them as opportunities to become better, smarter, and more resourceful. The energy we put into finding solutions is the energy that propels us forward. And with every challenge we face, we become more equipped to handle the next one. Focusing on solutions is not just about solving the problem at hand. It's about cultivating a mindset that allows us to approach life with confidence, optimism, and the unwavering belief that we can overcome whatever comes our way. Living with purpose is about waking up each day with a sense of direction, clarity, and intentionality. It means aligning our actions, thoughts, and decisions with something deeper than just going through the motions of daily life. When we live with purpose, we aren't just reacting to circumstances. We are actively creating the life we want to live. Every choice, no matter how small, is guided by a sense of meaning that connects us to something greater than ourselves. Living with purpose requires us to have a clear understanding of what matters most to us, what drives us, what inspires us, and what we want to contribute to the world. It's easy to get lost in the busyness of life, to focus on tasks and responsibilities without considering the bigger picture. But when we take the time to reflect on what truly matters, we begin to see how every action can be an expression of that purpose, whether it's our career, our relationships, or our personal growth. Purpose brings a sense of unity to all areas of our life. Purpose gives us the energy to pursue our dreams and the resilience to face challenges. Without a sense of purpose, we may feel lost or disconnected, unable to push through difficult times. But when we are living with purpose, we are fueled by a deep desire to make a difference, to keep moving forward despite setbacks, and to remain committed to what we believe in. Challenges become stepping stones, not roadblocks. And we approach them with a sense of resolve, knowing that every experience, good or bad, is part of our journey toward fulfilling our purpose. When we live with purpose, we also develop a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond external accomplishments. Success is no longer just about achieving goals or gaining recognition. It becomes about living authentically, expressing our true selves, and making choices that are in harmony with who we are. Fulfillment comes from the knowledge that we are living in alignment with our values, making decisions that honor our core beliefs, and contributing to the world in a meaningful way. Living with purpose also requires a willingness to grow and evolve. Our purpose is not a fixed destination, but a dynamic process. It's something we discover, refine, and deepen over time as we gain new experiences, learn from our mistakes, and stretch beyond our comfort zones. Our understanding of our purpose may shift, and that's okay. The key is to remain open to this process of growth, to allow ourselves the freedom to explore new paths and redefine what purpose means to us as we move through different seasons of life. Purpose is also deeply connected to the impact we have on others. It's not just about what we can achieve for ourselves, but how we can use our talents, skills, and resources to serve others. When we live with purpose, we begin to see that our lives are part of a much larger story. Our actions ripple out and affect the people around us. Whether it's through our work, our relationships, or the way we show up in our communities, living with purpose is about making a positive contribution to the world and leaving a legacy that reflects our deepest values. At the same time, living with purpose doesn't mean that every moment has to be grand or extraordinary. Purpose can be found in the everyday moments, the kindness we show to others, the way we show up for our loved ones, the passion we bring to the small task we undertake. It's about infusing every part of our life with meaning and intention. Even in mundane routines, we can find purpose by approaching them with a mindset of gratitude, mindfulness, and a commitment to doing our best. Living with purpose also demands clarity. We must regularly check in with ourselves to make sure we're still aligned with our goals and values. This self-awareness helps us to make decisions that are in harmony with our purpose, and it allows us to course correct when we veer off track. It's easy to get caught up in the expectations of others or the pressures of society, but living with purpose requires us to tune into our own inner compass, to listen to what feels right for us, and to trust that guidance. Purpose brings meaning to every moment, and when we live with it, we stop living on autopilot. We start living with intention, aware of the impact of our choices and the way they shape our future. It's about finding the intersection of our passions, our skills, and the needs of the world, and using that intersection to guide our decisions. When we live with purpose, we create a life that feels rich with meaning, fulfillment, and joy, not because of what we have, but because of the deeper connection to who we are and the difference we are making. Living with purpose is not just a lofty ideal. It is a transformative way of being that empowers us to approach each day with clarity, resilience, and deep fulfillment. It is about living intentionally with a sense of direction that aligns our thoughts, actions, and desires with something bigger than ourselves. When we choose to live with purpose, we not only elevate our own lives, but also positively impact the world around us. Purpose gives us the strength to face challenges, the wisdom to make meaningful choices, and the courage to evolve. It's the force that turns the ordinary into the extraordinary and the simple moments into meaningful experiences. So, I challenge you today to reflect on what truly matters to you, to step into each day with a clear sense of intention, and to never forget that you have the power to shape your life according to your deepest values and desires. Your purpose is within you, and it is waiting for you to live it. When you embrace that power, when you choose to live with purpose, there is no limit to the greatness you can achieve, not just for yourself, but for everyone you touch along the way. Live with purpose, and you'll create a life that not only matters, but leaves a lasting impact for generations to come.